Check one. Okay, here we go. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. We're at Joplin. 1:48 left to go. Well, we're back. We apologize for some technical difficulties we're having here down near Oklahoma. The Waynesville Tigers did score after the Waynesville Tigers held Joplin. They're into the field on a 3-and-out. Tigers got the ball back at their own 47-yard line and then marched the ball 53 yards down the field. Butler Lawson went into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown run. That made the score 14-7, but the Joplin Eagles scored. They came right back as their quarterback, Blake Tash, ran it 64 yards.
Threw it 64 yards.
Threw it 64 yards, and now they are kicking off to the Waynesville Tigers and fielding it at the 15, and what a shot. And that, I'll tell you what, if Tajay Parrish gets up on that, and he's going to get up. He is going to get up, but he took a licking right around the 25-yard line. My goodness.
That had to be one of the hits we've seen of the year. It got him to the 28, but wow, what a hit. He popped right up, though. That's a good sign. But we had one of our best drives. We needed it, too. We really controlled the first quarter clock, but, Joplin got 3 plays and threw it up top, and the receiver beat it for 64 yards, so we're 21-7 down. But let's see if we can get to another good drive going like we had the last time we had our offense.
Yeah, we've had 4 touchdowns scored here in the opening quarter of this football game. And again, we'll run that down for you here momentarily. This is Butler Lawson going to the outside. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the play. And he is out of bounds at around the 31-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
Well, it's been the same thing with us all year long. A couple of touchdowns on us. Team seems to relax. The opposing team kind of relax, and here we come. And we've made it a ball game again. We didn't give up that quick touchdown to Joplin on that, but we're making it a ball game, that's for sure.
Well, we made it. We made it from a 14-point deficit, cut it in half, 14-7, and now we're down 21-7. Pass across the middle. This is caught by McCorkle at the 45-yard line, and he makes his way up to the 48 before being brought down. Another first down for the Waynesville Tigers.
15-yard completion right there. That puts Draley at 80 yards for the quarter.
He is throwing the ball very, very well tonight.
Yes, he has. Except for that one little dump pass.
Yeah, little dump pass that got picked off, and he knew that was a bad pass.
He did.
The minute he threw it, and he just held his head down after he ran after the receiver and the guy who intercepted it and tackled him. Butler Lawson, he got loose once, and he got popped after he spun around. I don't think he saw the tackler coming up, and making the hit on that play was Luke Kudel.
Lawson did hit the hole hard that time. You got to that's one of the harder times we've seen him hit the hole. Of course, that linebacker hit him pretty hard too.
So 2nd and 8 now for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Near midfield, Waynesville with the football. Deuces left, trips to the right. In the slot is Butler Lawson. He goes in motion.
Try to get that stop pass right there. There's
Here's
David.
Here's the pass, and here is a little flare pass to the outside. David Adams not able to hang on to it that time. That was a little bit overthrown that time, and Adams got some pretty good hands, but those are hard to catch.
Yeah, I mean, if he makes a catch like that, he's that kind of athlete that can make that catch like that, but that's just a little bit too hot and a little bit too high.
So 3rd down now and 8 for the Waynesville Tigers, trailing 21-7 as we're nearing the end of the first quarter of this football game.
Not that, I know it's early, but I think that every 3rd down that we have tonight is a big down for us to get that next first down.
Need to keep those chains moving and keep the Tigers' offense on the field. Draley back to throw, and here comes the defense, a screen play, and I think Draley, he was the only one that knew that was a screen.
Somebody didn't go to the screen part. That's what went on. Somebody did not go. Do we have a flag?
We're having a little powwow by the referees. I do not see a flag. There may be one in front of the Joplin bench that we cannot see.
Illegal man downfield.
Again. So an illegal receiver downfield, will they decline that? And yes, they do. So that will bring up a 4th down situation for the Tigers. Well, the Tigers have had 2 penalties declined. Joplin hasn't had any penalties. And there's only been really 1 penalty taken in this game, and that was the pick penalty down there in the red zone. The Tigers, again, were able to erase that and put 7 on the board.
Right.
Waynesville trails this 21-7. McCorkle back to boot it away. He'll kick it again from about the yard line. Here is the snap, almost high, and he boots this one. Another good kick by McCorkle, and another fair kick.
Get the ball, get the ball.
Is loose, and it is caught by the Tigers.
Got a flag.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think they gave him enough room
I don't believe
to
they
catch
did
the ball.
Marv. I don't believe they did either.
That's what the flag is going to be for.
They got to give him that circle, and I don't believe that they did. I think they were right up in his face.
Yep, they were, and he was not able to catch the ball.
Yep, it's going to go against us, and that's going to give them the ball. So will they re-kick, or will they just mark off 15 from there?
Is that a 15-yard penalty, or is that only a 5?
Well, it's a pass interference. Was a signal.
Okay, well, then that's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know. I would make him kick it over again, to tell you the truth, because McCorkle, they've
been close twice to getting a block. So you're right, but I believe they'll mark it off from.
They're going to mark it off from the spot of the infraction.
Right.
And that is going to be from the 20-yard line or the 21. They're going to move this all the way up to the 34-yard line. So another 15-yard penalty for the Tigers. That is 25 yards in penalties. And again, we don't get the little ones. When we get penalties, we get the big ones.
Yeah, well, let's we got to stop those tonight. We have to stop those.
21-7, Joplin on top of the Tigers. 17.2 seconds left in the opening quarter. Joplin's Blake Tash. Well, we'll talk about that during the break between the first and second
Having
quarter.
Trouble getting lined up again.
Tigers got their defense set now on the field. Here is Ellis, and he will be wrapped up by Eddie Yoon in the backfield and then thrown out of bounds. And I'm not sure who threw him out of bounds over there. That's Trenton Sexton for the Waynesville Tigers. Yoon slowed him up, and Sexton wrapped him up and tossed him out of bounds at the 30. That is going to be a loss of 5 on the play.
We're doing a good job on Ellis. He's got 5 carries for 15 yards. We're doing a good job about stringing out the running game. It's been a big play offense kind of for Joplin tonight.
Blake Tash, the 17-yard run, and then Jacob Barton with the 1-yard run, and then Tash, the 64-yard pass play.
Right.
That's 21 points there for Joplin. And here again is a Wildcat formation by the Joplin Eagles. Westmoreland in the backfield, and he will go absolutely nowhere. The Tigers wrap him up. It's going to bring up a 3rd down now and 15, or 3rd and 14 for the Joplin Eagles. That's the end of quarter number 1, with Waynesville trailing 21-7. to the Joplin Eagles. Quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
Park University offers associate and bachelor degree programs at their Fort Wood Campus Center. Additional degree programs are available entirely online. Courses can be completed in 8-week sessions rather than the traditional 16-week semester. Sessions start 5 times a year, giving you multiple entry points. Park also offers additional graduate and certificate programs online. Military and civilians are welcome. Application fees are waived for military personnel. Park accepts VA benefits, tuition assistance, financial aid, and payment plans are available. Park University, a regionally accredited non-profit university. Save time, save money, accelerate your education. 329-2798 or go online, park.edu/go, Leonard Wood.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, Mike Anthony, your Shelter Insurance agent in Waynesville.
Well, we're back. Marv Luton along with Shane McPherson. We are having some technical difficulties. We may be switching to a different line of broadcasting here momentarily. We'll just hang tight with us, folks. Again, Joplin with the football. It's a fourth down now. Or make it a second down. And
fourth down.
Oh, it is fourth down.
Yeah.
4th and 9.
Defense held up pretty well that time.
And the punt goes
out of the way,
and it will bounce and roll in Joplin's favor, and it will be down at the 35-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers at the 35-yard line, their own 35, as we are underway in the second quarter. First quarter, Blake Dash, 17-yard touchdown run after the onside kick was recovered. That was the opening kickoff by the Joplin Eagles. And then after the Waynesville Tigers threw an interception, Jacob Bartlett went in from the 1-yard line. And then after Waynesville scored on a Shea Butler-Lawson 1-yard run after the Tigers held Joplin 3 and out in deep in their own territory, the Tigers got the ball back on their own 47, marched the ball down the field, made it a 14-7 game, and then Blake Tash a 64-yard touchdown pass, and that's where we stand 21-7. Waynesville with the football. And here is Draley back to throw, throws this long down the field and overthrows his intended receiver. But we have a penalty flag on the play down at the 20. The Boo Birds come out here at Joplin, and it looks like that may be a pass interference call on the Joplin Eagles.
Yeah, it looked like it. I didn't really see it, but it looked like it was pretty good coverage on both sides, but we didn't see the hand on the back, and that's where it could have come from. That Joplin defender could have had a hand on the back, which he probably did.
Pass interference, that is the first penalty on the Joplin Eagles, and that is a 15-yard penalty.
Puts us at the 50? Yeah, it'll put us at the
It should bring us, yeah, that's it. It's at the 35, so that should bring us to midfield.
Here we go again. Now we get another, we can get a score here. We're right back in the ball game. We are not out of it. We are bending, but we are not breaking. So the fight is in the Tigers tonight.
1st and 10 for Waynesville. That is the 7th first down for the Tigers. Only 3 for Joplin. Of course, they've had some big plays. Braden Draley throws to the outside. What a catch.
What a catch.
David Adams had to go low, scoop that thing off the ground. 8-yard gain by Adams. That to the, we'll call it the 42-yard line is where they will spot an 8-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 2 now for the Waynesville Tigers.
Boy, what a catch by David. That was just an athletic play. David's quite an athlete.
And here is Braden Draley, hands the ball off to Lawson. Lawson cuts up the middle after he tries to go to the outside. He's going to get positive yardage on the play. He'll pick up a first down. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain, and that will put the ball inside the 40 at the, looks like Joplin 37-yard line. Shane is where they're going to spot it.
Yeah, that was a good run by Lawson. Got the first down. Got piled up by about 4 Joplin Eagles, but made our first down, and I believe Are they going to give him a water? No, they're just setting the chain.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 10-17 left to go here in second quarter.
Kind of surprised they haven't given him a water break tonight, but maybe after in week 6 they don't do that anymore. But you would think it's discretion.
Yeah, 21-7 in motion is Noah Ochoa. Back to throw is Draley. Draley across the middle, and I don't think that time that McCorkle saw it.
Well, I think he saw it, but I think he saw that safety coming across too, and that safety is a little bigger than the ball, so he was zeroing in on it. But it was out in front of him just a little bit.
And that was Aiden Thompson, a 184-pound, 5'11" corner, or a safety that, again, he was breathing down McCorkle's neck and coming from the other side. McCorkle catches that, and he might have been blindsided.
He might have, yeah. But that ball was out in front of him just a little bit. I think maybe Brendan overthrew that just a bit. 2nd
and 10 now for the Tigers. Deuces left, Deuces right. Butler Lawson gets the handoff, cuts up the middle, follows his center through, and he pushes forward for about 5 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 5 now for the Waynesville Tigers.
We're not getting much, but we're getting enough. You know, we're getting 5 yards, got 3rd and a long 5 here.
Well, right now the Tigers
are in 4-down territory, I would think.
Yeah, I would think we are in 4-down territory. Trailing by 14, 21-7. Of course, we've seen 14 points is nothing to make up for this Waynesville Tiger team.
No, we can do that in a hurry. We proved that this year so far.
Out of the pistol formation, Draley rolls to his left, and he is being chased by the Eagles. And there's another, almost a block in the back. Draley gets loose, cuts up the sideline. He will get back to the line of scrimmage. He might pick up a yard. There are no penalty flags on the play.
Wow.
And I thought, sure, we were going to get called for a block in the back.
I thought so, too. But we didn't, and we escaped it, and we're 4th down and about 6. Maybe lost a yard on that, Marv?
I'd say I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Have an injured player on the sidelines, and that is one of the Joplin Eagles. We have not been able to pick up a number. He was one of the linebackers who was coming in, who was chasing Braden Draley and got blasted from the side by one of the Waynesville Tigers. Good block that time. And we will keep it here. Our game being brought to you in part by Rocky Top Pets in Waynesville. If your pets could talk, they'd say Rocky Top. By the Pulaski County Health Center and Home Health Agency in Crocker. Quality home care provided by professionals from your hometown.
Luckily, I think that Joplin Eagle just had the wind knocked out of him. He seemed to pop right back up, and he's coming across.
And that's linebacker Luke Kunel, who is making his way over to the sidelines on his own. Now he's jogging, and that's good news. You're right, probably got the wind knocked out of him, Shane.
They've had a couple of good linebackers named Luke down here, haven't they?
Oh, yes, they have. Looks like that's Jacob Bartlett, number 18, not number 19.
Oh, okay.
So he comes to the
Oof.
Remember a couple of, when you went back in 2007, they had a couple of outstanding
yes, they did.
Linebackers.
Yes, they did.
Both Division I.
Right.
And we ended up beating Joplin that year.
Right. We
back
had
to throw is Draley. Now he's going to dodge out of the pocket. A dandy move by Draley. Still on his feet.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Close.
I think he's got the first down. He spun around and backed up. And while he was moving his feet backwards down the field. And, yeah, you're right. He is going to be just a little bit short.
But an effort. What an effort. What an effort by Draley. Boy, he showed some moves right there. He juked 2 different guys that time.
So the Tigers will turn it over on downs. They were a yard short of coming up from a first down. Needed to get down to the 27, but only made it to the 28. So it is 1st and 10 for the Joplin Eagles.
Yeah, well, that was a good effort by us. And let's just hope that our defense can show up. Our defense hasn't been on the field very much so far. We're giving them a breather here. Let's hope that we can do something with it.
9:04 left to go here in the first half.
Here comes Joplin with their one-back set.
21-7 Eagles on top. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. And back to throw is Tash. Throws it out to Westmoreland. Pass is complete for a 10-yard gain. First down for Joplin.
Okay, gave him 11 yards on that.
So Westmoreland picks up the first down for the Joplin Eagles.
Seems to be a favorite target for Mr. Tash is Westmoreland. They've given him quite a bit of cushion, too. David's even given him about 2-3 yards of cushion, which is respect for sure. But now he's back up in his face.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of Joplin. Back to throw, Tash. Long one down the field. Pass is caught by Westmoreland. A flag goes down. 2 flags on the play. We're going to have a pass interference on the Tigers, and this one is going to be
I don't
declined.
know, Marv. I'm going to go ahead and say maybe that they might call offensive on that. They may call offensive on that.
Well, it doesn't look like it the way Coach Brad Draley is over there with his clipboard or his sheet. And they're not coming back to the 30-yard line. There's one flag down at the 37, another one down at the 30. So pass interference, and it is going against the Waynesville Tigers. It is declined, so that is a 39-yard touchdown catch.
Sorry, that's 61, boss. 61. If I'm not mistaken, that's a 61-yard touchdown.
Right. Okay. So the ball was at the 39-yard line of
That's correct.
Joplin.
Yes.
So you're right, a 61-yard catch with 8:46 left to go here in the
unsportsmanlike
first half
on Joplin.
So they will mark that off on the ensuing kickoff.
Or no, they're doing it right now because it happened during the play.
Oh, okay.
If it would have happened after the play, they would have done it on the kickoff. But since it happened during the play, they're going to go ahead and mark it off on the kick. Mr. Draley's not happy.
So that must have been something that happened in the end zone.
We are unaware if the touchdown has counted or not. We have not received the touchdown signal.
Okay, and they are talking. The referee was talking to the head coach of the Waynesville Tigers.
I'm not sure either. Did they give us a? All right, I don't know. They're going with an extra point though.
Yeah,
aren't they?
If they're going with an extra point, now if I'm the Joplin coach, I will call a timeout. This is the first half. I would waste one of my timeouts.
That would be a really good call right now.
Just to make sure that everybody is on the same page, because right now we're not.
No, now the Joplin coach has asked the line judge to go over there and ask him, are we have a touchdown here, or are we kicking a field goal? Because we don't want to go for a field goal. We're going to go ahead and go with our first down. It's got to be a touchdown, Mark.
There is the touchdown signal. And you can hear the public address announcement asking the referee out there, and he did that twice, and now the referee finally shows that it was a 61-yard touchdown. Extra point is up, and it is good. Wow, that was a long extra point.
That was a 35-yard extra point. He did well with it, too.
So 28-7, it is the Joplin Eagles on top of the Tigers. We'll have the kickoff in a moment.
At Pepsi, we think it's important to celebrate stuff in life. I mean, a professional football player celebrates with a touchdown dance in front of 80,000 screaming fans.
But what about you? When you text that really cute guy you met at a party on Friday, and he immediately texts you back, you celebrate with an ice-cold Pepsi. Sounds good, doesn't it?
But why stop there? The refreshing taste of Pepsi is the perfect way to celebrate anything. Like when you and your roommate order a pizza and the delivery guy throws in extra breadsticks, no charge. That's worth a Pepsi celebration.
Or your friend turns on the radio and your absolutely most favorite new song just happens to be playing. That calls for a Pepsi, too.
Because when you and your best friend stare at your screen for over an hour while one of those online concert ticket waiting room thingies refreshes over and over, then you finally score front row seats? Oh, yeah. Break out the Pepsi.
You're listening to KOZQ 102.3 FM, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Get Napa know-how at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Joplin kicking off to Waynesville, and this one is high in the air. It is fielded at the 15-yard line by Tajay Parrish, and Parrish is going to be wrapped up and dropped at the 25, a gain of 10 on the kickoff return for the Tigers.
Well, you got to give Joplin, he just kind of punches it up, kicks it where he wants to. They've had pretty good kick coverage, but we're not getting bad field position. Anything outside the 25 we'll take.
And it's going to be at the 27, so 1st and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. 8:41 left to go here in the first half. Tigers trailing 28-7. Joplin with 2 touchdowns. The Tigers answered with 1. and then Joplin has put 2 more on the board. And the Waynesville Tigers, again, they're moving the ball down the field, but they're just coming up a little bit short. Right. And they've had to punt twice and turn the ball over once on downs. Braden Draley back to throw. He is chased out of the pocket, and he gets loose. Now he's going to throw the ball out of bounds. Intended for Jonathan Ray. Jonathan Ray catches it, but he catches it out of bounds.
Yeah, we're the fans down here for Joplin are wanting to hold. But Draley went out to his left again and making those tough throws. It was just a bit out of bounds. Had to get rid of it, though. He had 3 Joplin Eagles coming up to rip him. So.
And, the Joplin is chasing the Waynesville Tiger quarterback out of the pocket.
Right, they sure are.
Tigers need to get into that West Coast type offense, Shane.
Yep.
Where you drop back 2 and throw quickly. And here's a handoff.
We got
up the middle. The ball is loose, and it is recovered.
Recovered.
Braden Draley comes up with a loose football. Comes out of the hands of Shee Butler Lawson as he had tackled as soon as he got the ball handed to him from Draley.
Yeah, he sure did. That's a loss of 3 right there.
So with 8:10 left to go here in the first half, Waynesville trailing 28-7.
Empty set right here. 3rd down, maybe look for a screen or something over the middle we've been pretty successful with so far.
Draley back to throw. Here's a screen. As you called it, and McCorkle catches it to the outside, and he will get dropped at the 29-yard line. So basically he's going to gain about 4 on the play, but that's going to bring up a 4th down now and about 7 for the Tigers, and their punt unit's going to come back on the field.
Got to here. You don't really have much of a choice. You know, you're inside your 30. You've got to go ahead and punt it away. I mean, it's 28-7. It's not completely out of reach, especially we proved that all year, being down 33-13 last week. So we've got to give ourselves a chance.
So McCorkle will kick it away from his 15-yard line.
Get up.
There's a high snap. McCorkle still able to kick it away. He got a good kick. Bounces at the 40.
Bounce.
Thing will roll past the 25-yard line down to around the 21 before the Tigers down it. What a nice kick.
Boy,
that
really
turned out to be by Felix McCorkle.
And he had to hurry it up, too, because that kid from the left side came in a big hurry and was just a little bit late for him to get that. But Felix did a nice job catching it and getting rid of it. What a good kick for us.
Yeah. He kicked that thing away from his own, 20?
Yeah.
From his own 25, and it went all the way down to the 21-yard line of Joplin, all the way on the other side of the field. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. 28-7, Joplin on top.
Okay, same offense coming out. Boy, that's a big line Joplin's got as they came out together. I'd hate to get their dinner bill.
Yeah, it is probably a hefty one. Trips to the right, 1 to the left, man in motion. And the man in motion will get the ball. That is Jake Flowers. And Flowers will try to cut it off of left tackle, and he'll pick up 4 on the play, dropped at the 26-yard line. Make it 5 is what they'll give him. 2nd and 5 now for the Eagles.
That's his first carry on that sweep.
So it's 2nd and 5. Ellis in the backfield, working out of the pistol. Here's Tash, and here is the handoff to Ellis. Up the middle he goes. He is grabbed, however, and thrown over the top of a shoulder, and both of them falling to the ground for the Waynesville Tigers. Eddie Yoon.
I believe he got the first down on that.
Yes, he did. That's only the 6th first down Joplin has picked up, but they lead this 28-7. They have had some big plays. 61-yard touchdown catch, 64-yard touchdown catch, and, of course, the 1 yard after the Tiger interception, or the Joplin interception of the Tigers. And, again, this is the ball carrier to the outside, cuts it in. That is Spencer Cornett. He is going to be stopped after he picks up about 3 yards on the play. Came across in front of the quarterback, and the quarterback, Tash, just tossed him the ball on a little shovel pass. And again, Spencer Cornett tried to cut it off of his guard, the right-hand side. The Waynesville Tigers read it pretty well. Still a gain of 4 on the play.
They're spreading the wealth out a little bit. That's a fifth running back they've had carry the ball.
2nd and 6. Tash back to throw. Has some time. He rolls to the outside, and he will keep it. And he will be busted. I think he thought he was going to get outside, but Noah Ochoa comes up and pops him.
He sure did. That's the best hit for Noah all year.
I thought he thought he was going to run around Ochoa, but Ochoa changed directions on him and popped him.
Yeah, he really did. Made a good form tackle right there.
2-yard loss on the play.
3rd and 8.
Ball back at the 34-yard line. And here is, again, the quarterback, Tash, back to throw, fires this one. Pass is complete. It's gained for about 4 yards on the play. There are 5 Waynesville Tigers at the 40-yard line, short. And they just drop him.
Big gain of 7 on that.
Westmoreland, the catch made by the wide receiver of the Joplin Eagles. Good wide receiver, but that time there were just too many white and orange jerseys around him.
Well, what are we going to do here? They're going to try to freeze us?
It's a 4th down and 1.
Inside the 50, on their own 50.
Yeah, but they're leading 28-7. Will they try to draw us offside? Yeah, they do.
Eddie.
They do. A 5-yard loss on the play for the Waynesville Tiger. Actually, a 5-yard gain for the Joplin Eagles, and that will give them that first down.
We've done that every game so far in a 3rd down situation.
At least once.
At least once.
And how deflating is that to a team?
It just, everything your momentum goes. You know, you're doing things right. You're getting the right spots. You're doing that, and then you just make a mental error, and it just kind of tries to deflate you some. Hopefully we can get past it and get a stop here.
So the 7th first down for Joplin now. Here's the snap. Tash back to throw. He throws deep. And he overthrows his intended receiver, McCorkle, on the coverage for the Waynesville Tigers.
That is
Westmoreland was the intended receiver, but McCorkle was with him step for step.
That is Mr. Tash is only his 2nd incompletion so far. So, and they were mixing it up rather well. Felix had a real good tight coverage on the boy that time.
4:23 left to go in the first half.
Empty set.
Trips to the left. Nobody on the right-hand side.
Double tight empty.
Double tight end set. And here's a Wildcat. This is Westmoreland in the backfield. And he will take it, and he will get trapped and dropped. 2-yard gain on the play. 3rd down now and 7. That's going to bring the quarterback back out. Tash. Eddie Yoon on the tackle for the Waynesville Tigers.
Was that Mr. Bartlett again? He runs all those short.
No, that was Westmoreland.
Westmoreland.
Number 1, yep.
Number
Came over from his wide receiver position, lined up in the backfield.
Okay, got that one now. That's 6.
Now it's Blake Tash back to throw. Here come the Tigers. Throws this across the middle.
Wow.
Pass is complete. And on the move is Spencer Cornett to the 10, to the 5. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown.
52 yards.
So another big pass play. 52-yard catch. That time from Cornett. And the Joplin Eagles have struck again with 3:41 left to go in the first half of this football game.
Yeah, that was just a good strike. I mean, the Tash threw a real good ball over the middle. Their other receiver who didn't catch the ball made a great block on Ochoa. He took the sideline and went in 52.
And here is Landis getting ready to boot it through the upright, and he kicks it up. It is good, and it is 34-7, make it 35-7 if we do the math correctly here. And the Joplin Eagles all over the Waynesville Tigers. Back with the kickoff in a moment.
We're told that Mom knows best, but when it comes to clothes for me and my brother, let's be serious. We know what we like, but you won't find us at the mall. That's not my thing.
She's made that very clear. Our kids love Lynn's Designer Exchange. Save up to 70% off retail prices on gently used designer clothes for kids and adults. Or bring your gently used clothes in for cash at Lynn's Designer Exchange in the Hidden Valley Shopping Center in St. Robert. Or check out Lynn's Designer Exchange on Facebook.
TC Towing, also known as Tiger Country Towing of Waynesville, offers towing done the right way. So for all your towing needs, call Joey at 528-0796. Tiger Country Towing on Historic 66 in West Waynesville, next to A-Plus Tire. Write this number down and load it into your 528-0796 when you need TC Towing.
Well, Joplin getting ready to kick off to the Waynesville Tigers, leading this 35-7 here with 3:41 left to go in the first half. They boot it high up into the air. It's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line by Tajay Parrish. He will change directions, try to cross the field, and he will be chased by Joplin and pulled down from behind. What a great hustle play that time by the Joplin Eagles, and I'm trying to pick up a number.
Number 5. Number 9.
Okay, on the play, that would have been McKinley Davis on the play for the Joplin Eagles. Again, caught Tajay Parrish from behind. Parrish does pick up some positive yardage on the play. They're going to spot this at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Wadesville. Again, 3:33 left to go. Tigers will have Braden Draley coming out from the sideline. Quarterbacking this team.
Let's use it all up. Going to halftime just down this much. Let's just use it all up right through here. 3-3 drive.
Butler Lawson in the backfield. Here's Draley, a little flare pass to the outside, caught at the 30-yard line and out of bounds.
Going to be short, 8-yard gain.
That's McCorkle on the catch. I'm trying to find out. He was blocked by about 4 Joplin Eagles over there, but McCorkle makes the catch. Gains of 8 on the play. 2nd down now and 2 for the Tigers. McCorkle, the lone wide receiver now on the right hand. Trips out to the left. Butler Lawson in the backfield. And he will take the handoff from Braden Draley, and up the middle he goes. Down. And he'll pick up the first down. That is the 9th first down for the Waynesville Tigers in this contest. Trailing again 35-7.
Butler Lawson on that carry. Number 90.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Again, 35-7. We'll be bringing you some news at halftime while we work on some equipment here, and hopefully we'll have a second quarter or a second half that will be error-free. Hopefully by both these football teams as well. Flag on the play.
I believe that's going to be a movement on us.
And offside or made false start by the Waynesville Tigers. That is their 4th penalty. 35 yards in penalties so far.
Joplin still doesn't have one, do they?
Yeah, they have 2 of them. They have 2 15-yarders. One for the unsportsmanlike conduct in the end zone, and then the pass interference.
Right. So that's been even tonight, 35 and 30?
Yeah, that's pretty close. So 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 31. They need to get it to the 46 to pick up a first down. Draley back to throw, was able to flare this one out and throws over McCorkle's head. Way over McCorkle's head.
Yeah, that was a little bit high. Didn't really finish on the throw.
McCorkle's probably happy because he had 2 Joplin Eagles behind him. They were going to put some helmets into his back and probably drill him.
Yeah, David and Felix have had 2 guys on them all night. I believe that they're spying a little bit, but we're in an empty set. Lawson's to the left on the inside. Adams to the right on the inside with McCorkle over there with him.
Trips out to the left. Draley back to throw. Little flare pass out to Tajay Parrish. He catches the ball, hits his knee, and the ball comes out.
Yeah, I think he was trying to run before he caught it. He saw that guy coming up and wanted to make a little move, but you got to catch it first.
Right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It goes down as an incomplete pass. 3rd and the Tigers. Waynesville trailing again, 35-7.
We sure don't want to give it back to him on downs with 2.5 to go. We sure don't.
No, we don't. Tigers need to pick up at least, I'd say at least 8 to 9 here on this play, and then maybe have a rather short 4th down situation. Draley back to throw, and he throws it, and Adams almost one-hands it at the 15-yard line. That pass is thrown just a little bit behind David. So it's an incomplete, and the Tigers, with 4th and 15, are going to be forced to punt this football away again.
Well, we need a good snap here. They've been sending them all night. We just hope to have a good snap and a good kick by Felix. He's done a great job with the punts tonight.
McCorkle's kicking has been the highlight of this football game for the Waynesville Tigers.
I didn't want to say that.
When your punter's having the best game,
Yeah, that's not a good sign. So apparently we've got a little better reception. My daughter at home keeps me updated. That's a great thing. Thanks, Abby.
And here's a fair catch called for at the 40-yard line, and it is going to be 1st and 10 for Joplin with 2:36 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, well, it's 2:36. That's never been a real good thing for us. I don't know what Joplin's going to do. I would say that they wouldn't do anything different. They've been doing it all night. They've been mixing it up real well on the run and the pass. They've got a lot more success with the pass, obviously. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different guys who've carried the ball. Not a whole lot of production out of their run game, but it does mix it up. And the times that they have had good production has been, a good 17-yard run by Tash has been a big blow, and that was in the first quarter.
We've got a referee timeout on the field. 2:36 left to go here in the first half. Referee spotted the ball now at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for Joplin. Man in motion is Cornett. Handoff to Ellis, and Ellis gets popped.
There. We're doing a good job on the run game, Marv. I mean, I'm telling you, this kid's supposed to be, one of the better backs in the conference, and we've held him to 23 yards so far in the first half.
Eric
all
Kane,
year long.
Yeah, Eric Kane and Nick Clary on the stop for the Wadesville Tigers.
All year long on that inside run, we've stuffed it up pretty good, so that's great.
2-yard gain on the play, second down now and 8. Trips out to the right. Back to throw is Tash, throws it across the middle. The pass is caught.
Oh, no, he dropped it.
Did he drop it? Yes, he did.
He should have caught it.
That was Westmoreland sliding across. That thing was right in his belly. What a dandy pass that time by Blake Tash.
He has no fear, does he? There were 3 defensive Wadesville Tigers standing there in the coverage, and he just threaded the needle right between all 3 of them.
That was a very good pass. Incomplete, though. 3rd and 8 now still for the Joplin Eagles.
Let's get it back here. Get some pressure.
2:01 left to go here in the first half of the game. And Tash will fake the handoff. He'll roll to the outside, throws this down the field, and the pass is going to be out of bounds. Good coverage that time by Noah Ochoa for the Wadesville Tigers.
Excellent coverage by Noah. He only had one place to throw. It was out of bounds.
He was step for step that time.
Yes, he was.
With Flowers. So the ball will be it'll be a 4th down, and that will bring out the punting unit for the Joplin Eagles. We haven't seen the punting unit for Joplin too many times here in this contest. Jake Flowers will boot it away. David Adams and let's see, is that McCorkle on the other side?
I believe it is, yes, sir.
For the Tigers.
Let's get a bad snap. Nope.
The ball is dropped by the punter, and the Tigers are going to wrap it up. The Tigers are going to wrap it up at the 32-yard line of Joplin. Wadesville will have this. A bad snap. Actually, the snap was really good.
Yeah.
But it was the punter, Jake Flowers, when he tried to put the ball in front of him to kick it. The ball came out, and the Tigers able to wrap up the punter for a 4th down. Actually, that'll go down in the book as a fumble.
Yes, it will.
So that's the first turnover for the Joplin Eagles. And the Tigers still with all 3 of their timeouts, Shane.
Yeah.
1:49 left to go here in the opening half. The Tigers can stick another 7 on the board.
We should be able, it sure would be nice to get 14 on the board before halftime. Got a good shot here on the 32. Let's take them on in, or 33, excuse me.
35-7, Joplin on top. Wadesville with the ball in Joplin territory, and here is Draley on a quarterback keeper. He'll run to the outside and get knocked out of bounds, and there's going to be a penalty flag after a late hit by Joplin.
I believe it's going to be on that linebacker, yes, sir.
I'm not real sure. It's going to be a personal foul against Joplin, and, I don't know. He was with him all the way, and he nailed him right. Well, he was still in fair play, but he was going out of bounds, and I guess that's what the referees are looking at.
Yeah,
if you're going out of bounds, you don't need to get hit.
I understand, but now wait, watch. Okay, he did call a personal foul.
Yeah.
Okay, right, it was a late hit, but boy, I'll tell you what, it must have been outside. We've got a poor angle over here, but it certainly didn't look that late over here, but going to protect that quarterback. That was an awful big hit out.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers, ball all the way down to the 13-yard line of Joplin. Draley works out of the pistol formation with Shee Butler Lawson in the backfield. Little flare pass across the middle, caught at the 1-yard line by David Adams. Did they give him the catch? Did they give him the catch?
I don't know. The back judge looked like he signaled no catch, but now we've got a flag, so.
It doesn't matter. We've got an illegal receiver downfield, and that is going to bring it back.
What? That had to be we were talking about this on the way down here tonight, Marv. This has to be a point of emphasis on the
officials this year.
Yeah, it has to be.
We have seen that way too many times.
I've seen it more this year in my whole career.
Yeah.
So, wow, I guess, a yard outside?
And the thing of it is, Shane, that time, Draley dropped back to throw. You know it's a throw. You know it's a pass. I can understand an illegal man downfield if you're running to the outside and you think you're going to run. That was definitely a pass. Why we have a guy downfield, I don't know. Butler lost it to the outside, to the 15, gets run out of bounds at the 14-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers.
So he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, so he'll get that 5 yards back. It's going to bring up a second down now and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Got a minute and a half to go here.
Again, the Tigers still with 3 timeouts. Of course, when you run out of bounds, you don't have to burn a timeout.
That's exactly right. If we land in bounds here and don't make it into the end zone, you can bet we'll get a timeout.
Snap to Draley, back to throw. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it. He is going to be pulled down from behind. He had some running room, a lot of running room, and all of a sudden, again, from behind, that was going to be James Boyd. Grabbed him by his ankle and dropped him. So the Tigers burn their first timeout. Give us a chance to take one as well. We'll be right back.
As times have changed, so has the auto glass industry. St. Robert Glass on Adams Avenue has gone through many changes since they started back in the early days of the city, which means they have the experience and knowledge. From their shop with several bays to now mobile services where they come to you. Auto glass, windows, shower doors, screens, storm doors, and glass top tables. They're a complete glass shop. St. Robert Glass next to Cellar Sexton on Adams Avenue in St. Robert.
Phelps County Regional Medical Center is pleased to announce the addition of psychiatrist and palliative care physician Dr. Alexander Gamble to the PCRMC Medical Group. Dr. Gamble has special interests in end-of-life care, delirium, advanced symptom management, and coordination of complex care. He brings 6 years of experience to the PCRMC team. To learn more about Dr. Alexander Gamble, please visit pcrmc.com. Phelps County Regional Medical Center, world-class healthcare close to home.
Here we are, 3rd down and 10 now for the Waynesville Tigers. Ball at the 13-yard line. Tigers need to get it down to the 3 to pick up the first down. Draley back to throw. Again. He's going to roll to the outside, still on his feet.
Not make it.
He gets popped at the 9, and that's going to bring another timeout for the Waynesville Tigers, possibly.
Yes, he called it.
And now comes the timeout. We're going to keep it here on this timeout. A game being brought to you by the Pulaski County Home Center and Home Health Agency in Crocker, where you get quality home care provided by professionals from your hometown. By Cape Air, offering fast and daily flights between Fort Leonard Wood and St. Louis. Check-in is easy, connecting a breeze, plus flight time, less than an hour. Learn more at capeair.com. We're back in a moment.
When you're ready for a home improvement project, one of the first plans you'll make is the home improvement loan. And that can be a lot of work. But at our bank, we've improved the home improvement loan. Great rates, friendly service, and quick answers, too. We're an equal housing lender. Security Bank, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Online at sbpc.com.
We're back, Marv Luton, along with Shane McPherson. All right, now, what do? You're looking at a 4th down and 5. You've got the ball at the 9-yard line. You've got a pretty good kicker in Aaron Choi, but you're down 35-7.
Well, we're definitely going for it, obviously, and got an empty set, so going to throw it too. Draley's had a little success with his scrambling, but they're going to they've got just 4 guys. They don't have any blitz coming, so they're in definitely a zone look.
And
Draley goes again.
Fakes left, goes right, and they'll throw this thing into the end zone, and it is tipped and caught.
How about that?
David Adams. That ball, there was 3 Joplin Eagles down there. The ball was tipped by Joplin and went right into the arms of David Adams.
It sure did. I mean, Joplin tipped it, too. Joplin tipped it, and David just moved right underneath him and caught the ball. What a great play.
So, 9-yard catch.
Who would have thought?
By Adams. That was not, and I'm not sure he was the intended receiver on the play.
But we will take it.
You bet. We certainly needed it.
Oh, yes, sir. So that's a good thing for us to go in and take one in at halftime.
So Aaron Choi will try to put the Tigers on the board with 14, and he does. So make it a 35-14 game. Another $25 to the Seller Sexton, or from Seller Sexton to the athletic department at Waynesville. We've got a holding penalty on the play.
I'm not really sure. I didn't see it. But obviously they're going to assess it on the kickoff.
We're back in a moment.
Whether you're looking for a bigger home for your growing family or downsizing for retirement, a Clayton manufactured home can give you all the comforts you want in less time and for less money. From hundreds of floor plans and customize your new home to fit your needs. From name brand appliances and custom cabinets to a stone fireplace and spa bathroom, the choice is yours. We build a great house. You make a great home. Clayton Homes in Lebanon, 438 Highway MM, or phone 417-533-3599.
Well, the Waynesville Tigers will kick off to the Joplin Eagles with 1:07 left to go. Joplin still with all of their timeouts. And the Tiger defense is going to be asked to step it up.
Wonder if we might do a little onside or something here.
I don't know if I want to give Joplin that close.
I don't think I would either.
The end zone.
I don't think I would either. But at this point right here, maybe we want to roll the dice a little bit and gamble. But I think we'll go deep.
Westmoreland is deep for Joplin along with James Moman, and they will kick this thing out of bounds. And that will spot it at the 35-yard line.
If they take it. Or they can move them back 5. Is that correct on this play this year? They can either take it at the 35, and I believe that's what they will do.
And we'll see, yes. It will be a first down for the Joplin Eagles, so another 15-yard penalty for the Waynesville Tigers. And it'll be first down for Joplin at the 35 with 1:07 left to go. Joplin on top, 35-14 here in this contest.
Yep, we'll see what they do with it. Do you think Joplin's going to sit on it? I don't. I think that they'll try to do what they can and maybe even put one up here, but we'll go ahead and wait and see.
With 1:07, they're sending Deuces to the left, Deuces to the right. They've got Ellis in the backfield. And no, they are not going to sit on it.
No, they will not. We are giving them some space, though. Just keep them in front.
Blake Tash works out of the shotgun formation. Drops back to throw across the middle. Pass is incomplete.
That was Mr. Breck got a hand on it.
I was going to say, it looked like that ball was deflected. Tim Breck in there for the Tigers again. Stuck his hand out there and deflected the ball. So it remains at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Joplin Eagles.
That's what you teach your defensive linemen to do, is get those hands up when they start to see the quarterback cock his arm. And that was a good job by Mr. Breck.
Back out of the pistol formation. Back to throw is Tash. Throws out to the outside. And again, this is in the hands of number 11, Spencer Cornett. And Cornett gets knocked out of bounds. Stops the clock with 56 seconds left to go at the 42-yard line.
Give him a gain of 7 on that.
So a 3rd and 3 now. Actually a long 3 for the Joplin Eagles. Need to get the ball to the 45.
Let's get a stop here.
Deuces left, Deuces right, and the ball hands off to Ellis, and he breaks through and gets the yardage and more yardage. Tackle made by Devin Stearns at the Waynesville Tiger 45-yard line. That's enough for a first down. That will move the sticks. 49
want to take a timeout.
49 seconds. No, they stopped the clock to move the chains, and Joplin got back to the line of scrimmage. They're ready. Tash back to throw. Plenty of time in the backfield, and he finally finds a receiver, and he connects at the 36-yard line.
There's a timeout.
Pass is complete to Westmoreland, and there is a timeout called by the Joplin Eagles.
8-yard gain.
So 35 seconds left to go here. We will keep it here and on this timeout. Again, we are working on some equipment, and we'll see what's going to happen at halftime. 35 seconds left to go. Tigers trailing 35-14. It's homecoming next Friday at Waynesville. It's the Tiger Pride Night, where the Chamber of Commerce will be serving up free hot dogs in the parking lot before the ball game. It's called Community Pride Night, and the Camdenton Lakers are in town.
Yeah, but it should be a good time for the Waynesville Tigers. We always get a big turnout on Community Pride Night. I don't know if it's because of the free hot dogs or not, but that doesn't hurt. And we get a big turnout for homecoming. A lot of people come back. It'll be good to see a lot of these guys.
And it's always a pretty good turnout when the Camdenton Lakers are in town, even though you haven't won a game in a while. It is still usually a battle royale when the Lakers are in town.
Well, they never have a... Oh, there's a good hit.
Little flare pass to the outside. Ball is dropped by Ellis. Picked up by the Tigers. There was no whistle on the play. And going the other way is Eric Kane. And the Tigers have scored a touchdown, but is that an incomplete pass? The fans are all booing, and the referees are showing a touchdown. That was a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage. The ball was dropped. Eric Kane came up, picked it up, and ran down the field the other way. And the Joplin coach is highly upset, and so are the fans.
I think we got a good break right there. I think we really did, and that's okay.
So Eric Kane, again, on the pick six. Actually, not a pick six. He recovered a fumble.
Yeah, Eric Kane, Sexton came up, put a good hit on him. I guess it was behind him, but boy, from our angle here, I think we got a little break. But you know what? We're going to take it.
You bet. And that is going to bring the kicker on, and that will be Choi, and he will put it through the upright. Kick is good, extra point good, and it is all of a sudden 35-20.
Here we come again.
35-21. Tigers are down by 14. And again, here we come again. We're back in just a moment.
St. Robert Family Dental Center provides gentle dental care from caring, compassionate dentists. Their state-of-the-art practice uses only the finest and most effective treatment methods available. Their friendly team treat each patient with the compassion and empathy that they would expect for their own families. Dental treatments include preventative care, fillings, crowns, dentures, partials, cosmetic solutions, and teeth whitening. St. Robert Family Dental Center, providing quality dental care to St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Waynesville, and all surrounding areas.
Well, we're back here. Marv Luton, Shane McPherson. Again, I just didn't think that play was going to stand. I really didn't
either.
Eric Kane recovers a fumble. Again, a little pass. The referees ruled it was behind the line of scrimmage. The receiver, Ellis, dropped the ball. And he looked like he dropped the ball about 2 yards ahead of where the quarterback was throwing it. And it did not look like a backwards pass, but Eric Kane picked up the ball. He did not hear a whistle, ran it 43 yards the other way into the end zone. Referees signaled touchdown. The fans didn't like it. The coach of Joplin didn't like it, but there was no whistle on the play, and we're going to take it. We're only down 14 points now.
Here we come.
Aaron Choi will kick it high up into the air with 22 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ball is fielded at the 18-yard line and up to the 28 and being thrown out of bounds. Let's not throw him out of bounds. Let's just hold him. The whistles have blown. That's Terry Shuey on the return for the Joplin Eagles.
Now does Joplin sit on it with 17 and go in?
Actually, that was James Moman on the return for Joplin. Now let's see if, 17.5 seconds left to go. Joplin might just want to take a knee.
Right. And you'll notice the referee is not making a whole lot of eye contact with the Joplin sideline right now.
I would imagine he will get an earful at halftime.
I'd imagine he will
if he don't get off the field fast enough.
Right.
Because I really believe that was a blow-in call by the referees, but we'll take it.
Yes, we will. We needed a break, and we got one.
And again, out of the Wildcat formation is Westmoreland. He is slowed down a little bit in the backfield and then finally knocked out of bounds by Sexton. Eddie Yoon missed him in the backfield, slowed him down a little bit. He will pick up 5 yards on the play, stops the clock with 10 seconds left to go. So Joplin will not put the ball up in the air. They're just going to use Westmoreland out of the Wildcat formation in the backfield.
Sure are.
Just to his right is Isaiah Davis, or to his left actually. And Westmoreland on a quarterback keeper gets to the outside, has a little bit of running room. Now he cuts it across the middle. I don't know how he is getting loose, but Westmoreland is down to the 20-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds. Time is run out on the clock. My goodness. He ran probably around 60 yards to pick up around, 30, 35? But that brings the half to an end. 44-yard run to end the half by Westmoreland, again out of the Wildcat. All he did was kept following his blockers, changing directions, and he had the Tigers chasing him all over the place. 35-21 at halftime. And the referees are being talked to. And again, the coach of the Joplin Eagles now, I think he's going to walk away.
I think he's just waiting for his kids to get off the field.
He's waiting for his kids. He's decided that probably at this point in time it would be useless to chew the referee out a little bit for that blowing call, if it was a blowing call. So it's halftime. Waynesville again trailing 35-21. We will take a break and we'll be back in a moment.
You can't remember if you locked your door. An intruder may be in your home right now. Are your valuables safe? Security is what Alarmco does. Locally operated, they offer affordable selections of all your security needs for home or business. Call Alarmco at 336-5921. That's 336-5921. You're listening to KOZQ 102.3 FM, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Get Napa know-how at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
York & Company Pharmacy.
Hey, it's Lily, proud member of the York & Company Pharmacy team in Richmond. With most of us, our lifestyles are go, 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 which means sometimes for our kids, meals become whatever we can fit in. Sound familiar? York & Company Pharmacy offers a free kids vitamin program designed for our kids 2 to 12 to help fill in those gaps. Just stop in. We're happy to help, and your kids will be stronger, happier, and healthier because you did.
York & Company Pharmacy.
Well, back here at halftime, it's 35-21. Waynesville is trailing the Joplin Eagles. We're going to have to do a little equipment adjusting here. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to 1.3 FM to the studio, hear a couple of tunes, and when we get our equipment back up and running, we'll be back, and we will be back by the second half. We're going to switch to another mode of broadcasting. We are going to the old standby, the old cell phone. So stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a little bit on 102.3 on your FM dial after this.